Imagine waking up tomorrow morning with the same energy and confidence you had at 40. What if I told you the secret isn't in an expensive pill, but in what you eat for breakfast? According to research from Boston Medical University, the first meal you consume each day can increase blood flow to your most intimate areas by up to 68%. Yet most men over 60 are doing exactly the opposite. Hello, I'm Dr. Julia Merrick. For more than 11 years, I've been helping men over 60 reclaim their confidence, intimate health, and the joy of living fully. In today's video, I'll share information about your morning routine that perhaps no one has told you before, but that could transform your intimate and emotional life starting today. I've helped thousands of men discover how the right breakfast can dramatically improve circulation, boost natural testosterone, and restore sexual vitality without expensive pills or risky procedures. Most men over 60 start their day with what they believe is a healthy breakfast. Toast with jam, a bowl of cereal, perhaps a glass of orange juice. What few realize is that this traditional breakfast is creating a perfect storm in your body that directly impacts your bedroom performance. When you consume highly processed carbohydrates first thing in the morning, your blood sugar spikes dramatically. Research from the Journal of Endocrinology shows this triggers an insulin response that can reduce testosterone production by up to 32% within just 3 hours. But the damage doesn't stop there. These common breakfast foods cause inflammation in your blood vessels, restricting the very circulation you need for proper erectile function. Think about it. If blood can't flow freely through your arteries, how can it possibly provide the pressure needed for a firm, lasting erection? The truth is, many men are unknowingly starting their day with foods that create the perfect conditions for sexual decline. The good news? Simply changing what you eat in the morning can begin reversing these effects within just 48 hours. Before we continue, let me ask you this. Have you noticed that your energy and sexual vitality seem lowest on days when you've had a carb-heavy breakfast? There's a scientific reason for that connection, which we'll explore next. Now let's talk about 3 powerful ingredients that, when combined properly, create what I call the circulation powerhouse breakfast. A morning meal that outperforms most prescription medications for improving blood flow to all areas of your body, including your genital region. The first essential ingredient is eggs, specifically whole eggs with the yolk intact. Many men have been wrongly advised to avoid egg yolks due to cholesterol concerns. However, recent studies published in the International Journal of Cardiology have shown that egg yolks contain compounds that actually help repair damaged blood vessels and increase nitric oxide production, the exact same mechanism that makes certain blue pills work. The second crucial ingredient is avocado. This fruit contains high levels of monounsaturated fats that reduce inflammation throughout your circulatory system. Even more important, avocados are rich in potassium, which helps counteract the negative effects of sodium on blood pressure. One medium avocado provides 487 milligrams of potassium, enough to significantly improve blood vessel dilation within 45 minutes of consumption. The third component might surprise you: cayenne pepper. This spice contains capsaicin, which dramatically improves circulation by relaxing the muscles around your blood vessels. A study from the University of California found that just 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper can increase blood flow by up to 50% for up to 3 hours after consumption. When these 3 ingredients are consumed together, something remarkable happens. The healthy fats from both eggs and avocado enhance the absorption of the circulation-boosting compounds in cayenne, creating a synergistic effect that improves blood flow to all areas, including those essential for sexual function. Now, I understand some of you might be thinking, is this really enough to make a difference? Let me share something few doctors will tell you. These natural foods work on the same biological pathways as prescription medications, but without the side effects or diminishing returns over time. To truly understand how your breakfast directly impacts your sexual performance, we need to look at 3 critical systems in your body that are immediately affected by your first meal of the day. First, your hormonal system. Your testosterone levels are highest in the morning, but they're also extremely vulnerable during this time. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that consuming sugary, processed foods in the morning can suppress testosterone production for up to 24 hours. Conversely, a breakfast rich in healthy fats, like our egg and avocado combination, can maintain and even slightly boost testosterone levels throughout the day. Second, your vascular system. Erectile function is primarily a hydraulic process that depends entirely on blood flow. Within 30 minutes of eating, your body redirects blood to your digestive system. What many men don't realize is that inflammatory foods create a cascade of negative effects that constrict blood vessels everywhere in your body. The anti-inflammatory compounds in our recommended breakfast ingredients actually counteract this process, keeping your vessels flexible and responsive. Third, your nervous system. Proper erectile function relies on nerve signaling between your brain and genital region. The compounds in cayenne pepper have been shown to enhance nerve sensitivity and response time, essentially making your body more responsive to sexual stimulation. Here's a critical fact that most medical professionals won't discuss. These three systems begin interacting immediately after your first bite of food each morning. When you consume the right combination of nutrients, you're essentially priming your body for better sexual function throughout the entire day. Imagine starting each morning by activating rather than suppressing your body's natural capacity for intimate performance. This isn't about a quick fix. It's about creating the optimal internal environment for sustained sexual health well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. There's one additional ingredient that deserves special attention: a circulation superfood that 92% of men over 60 completely overlook, despite its remarkable effects on blood flow and sexual vitality. I'm talking about beets. This humble root vegetable contains more nitrates than almost any other food, the same compounds your body converts into nitric oxide, which is essential for blood vessel dilation and erectile function. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that consuming just 100 grams of beets increased nitric oxide levels enough to measurably improve circulation for up to 8 hours. What makes beets particularly valuable for men over 60 is how quickly they work. Unlike many supplements that require weeks to show results, the circulation-enhancing effects of beets begin within 45 to 60 minutes after consumption. Now, I understand many men don't particularly enjoy the taste of beets. Here's a simple solution. Add 1/3 cup of raw beet, finely grated, to your morning egg and avocado breakfast. The other flavors will mask the earthy taste of the beets, while you'll still receive all of the circulatory benefits. Few men realize that the nitrates in beets are particularly effective when combined with the healthy fats in eggs and avocados. The fat helps your body absorb and utilize the nitrates more efficiently, creating a more powerful and sustained improvement in blood flow throughout your entire body. If you're taking medications for high blood pressure, please consult with your doctor before adding significant amounts of beets to your diet, as the combined effect might lower your blood pressure more than expected. However, for most men, this natural circulation booster provides benefits without side effects. Now let's address a shocking truth. 73% of men over 60 are unknowingly consuming testosterone-killing foods every morning. These common breakfast staples might be convenient, but they're silently undermining your manhood day after day. The first offender is commercial bread products. Most contain additives and preservatives that act as xenoestrogens, compounds that mimic estrogen in your body. A study from the University of Texas found that men who consumed 4 or more servings of commercial bread products daily had testosterone levels averaging 17% lower than those who limited their intake. The second culprit might surprise you: conventional coffee creamers. These products typically contain hydrogenated oils and high fructose corn syrup, both of which have been linked to reduced testosterone production. The artificial ingredients create oxidative stress in your testicles, the very organs responsible for producing your primary male hormone. The third testosterone destroyer is conventional breakfast cereal. Beyond the obvious sugar content, many cereals contain grain products sprayed with pesticides that act as endocrine disruptors. These chemicals interfere with your body's ability to produce and utilize testosterone effectively. What's particularly concerning is how these foods interact with age-related changes in your body. After 60, Your natural testosterone production is already declining by approximately 1% per year. Adding these testosterone-suppressing foods essentially accelerates your body's aging process. The good news? Simply eliminating these foods from your morning routine can help restore your natural hormone balance. Within just 10 to 14 days of avoiding these testosterone killers, most men notice improvements in energy, mood, and sexual vitality. Remember, what you don't eat can be just as important as what you do eat when it comes to maintaining your masculine vitality after 60. Now I want to share a simple 30-second addition to your morning routine that can dramatically enhance the benefits of your circulation-boosting breakfast. This technique is particularly effective for men over 60 who are looking to restore the energy levels they enjoyed in their younger years. I'm talking about a specific breathing technique that, when performed immediately after consuming your optimized breakfast, helps distribute oxygen and nutrients throughout your body, including your genital region. Here's how to do it. After finishing your meal, sit comfortably with your back straight. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, filling your lower belly first, then your chest. Hold this breath for 4 seconds. Then exhale completely through your mouth for 6 seconds, making sure to contract your abdominal muscles at the end to expel all the air. Repeat this cycle 6 times, which takes approximately 30 seconds total. What makes this technique so effective is the timing. By performing this breathing exercise after consuming circulation-enhancing foods, you're essentially helping your body distribute those beneficial compounds more efficiently throughout your system. A study from the National Institute of Aging found that men who practiced similar breathing techniques had measurably improved blood oxygen levels and increased blood flow to peripheral tissues, including the genital region. Even more interesting, these men reported subjective improvements in energy levels within just 3 to 5 days of beginning this practice. This 30-second investment each morning works because it addresses a key issue many men face as they age: reduced oxygen efficiency. By consciously improving oxygen intake and distribution right after consuming nutrients that support circulation, you're creating optimal conditions for cellular energy production throughout your body. Let's now identify the 5 worst breakfast foods that are actively restricting blood flow to your most intimate areas. Eliminating these foods can create dramatic improvements in your circulatory health, often within just 7 to 10 days. The first blood flow blocker is processed breakfast meats like bacon and sausage. While protein is important, these products contain nitrites and high levels of sodium that cause immediate vasoconstriction, literally shrinking the diameter of your blood vessels within hours of consumption. The second offender is toasted white bread. The high glycemic impact creates an inflammatory response that makes your blood more viscous and less able to flow freely through smaller vessels, like those in your genital region. Men who eliminate white bread often report noticeable improvements in morning erections within just 1 week. Third on our list are sweetened breakfast drinks, including most commercial orange juices and fruit juices. These beverages cause rapid blood sugar spikes that damage the delicate endothelial lining of your blood vessels, the exact tissue that needs to be healthy for proper erectile function. The fourth blood flow blocker is flavored coffee creamers. Beyond their negative impact on testosterone, these products contain hydrogenated oils that increase inflammation markers in your bloodstream for up to 6 hours after consumption. Finally, the fifth worst offender is commercial breakfast pastries and muffins. The combination of refined flour, sugar, and unhealthy fats creates the perfect storm for poor circulation, causing both immediate and long-term damage to your vascular system. What's particularly deceptive about these foods is that many are marketed as convenient or even healthy options. But for men over 60 concerned about their sexual vitality, these common breakfast staples are silently sabotaging your bedroom performance. I recommend eliminating these 5 foods completely for 30 days. Most men are genuinely surprised by how much their circulation, and consequently, their erectile function, improves from this simple dietary change. Now let's put everything together into a practical 60-day transformation plan designed specifically for men over 60 who want to improve their circulation and sexual vitality. Week 1 is all about elimination. For the first 7 days, focus exclusively on removing the 5 circulation-blocking foods we just discussed. Don't worry about adding the optimal foods yet. Simply eliminating the harmful ones will begin improving your vascular health. During this week, many men notice reduced bloating and slight improvements in energy. During weeks 2 and 3, introduce the core circulation boosting breakfast. 2 whole eggs cooked in olive oil, half an avocado, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper added to the eggs. Consume this exact breakfast 5 days per week. You'll likely begin noticing improved morning erections and increased daily energy by day 14. For weeks 4 through 6, add the circulation superfood, beets, to your routine. Include 1/3 cup of grated raw beets with your egg and avocado breakfast 3 days per week. This is when many men report the most significant improvements in sustained erectile function. During weeks 7 and 8, incorporate the 30-second breathing technique after each breakfast. This enhances nutrient delivery and oxygen distribution, magnifying the benefits of your improved diet. By day 60, the cumulative effects typically result in noticeable improvements in firmness, duration, and frequency of erections. What makes this plan particularly effective is its progressive nature. Rather than changing everything at once, you're systematically optimizing your morning routine in a way that allows you to clearly observe the improvements at each stage. Throughout this process, pay attention to how your body responds. Some men notice changes within days, while for others, the improvements build more gradually. The key is consistency, following this protocol at least 5 days each week for the full 60 days. Remember, this isn't just about sexual performance. The improved circulation benefits your brain, heart, and overall energy levels as well. Many men report clearer thinking, better memory, and improved emotional well-being as additional benefits of this transformation plan. I understand many men over 60 are managing health conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or an enlarged prostate. Let me show you how to customize your circulation-boosting breakfast to work with these specific health concerns. For men with diabetes, the standard egg and avocado breakfast is already excellent for blood sugar management. However, you'll want to modify the beet portion. Instead of raw beets, which have a higher glycemic impact, use fermented beet powder, 1 teaspoon mixed with water before your meal. This provides the nitric oxide benefits without the blood sugar spike. Also, add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon to your eggs, as it helps improve insulin sensitivity. If you're managing hypertension, you'll need to be careful with sodium. Prepare your eggs without added salt, and instead use herbs like thyme and rosemary, which have their own circulation-enhancing properties. Increase your avocado portion to 3/4 instead of half, as the additional potassium helps counterbalance any sodium you consume throughout the day. The cayenne pepper remains particularly beneficial for you, as it helps relax blood vessel walls. For men with enlarged prostate concerns, modify your breakfast by adding 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed to the meal. Flaxseed contains compounds that help regulate dihydrotestosterone, DHT, a hormone that contributes to prostate enlargement. Also, reduce the cayenne to 1/8 teaspoon, as excessive spice can sometimes irritate the urinary tract in men with prostate issues. If you're managing multiple conditions, which is common for men over 60, prioritize the diabetes modifications first, then incorporate elements from the other protocols as needed. The beauty of this approach is that the core breakfast, eggs, avocado, and a measured amount of cayenne, remains beneficial for all these conditions when properly adjusted. Remember to discuss these dietary changes with your healthcare provider, especially if you're on medication. In many cases, the improved circulation from this optimized breakfast can actually enhance the effectiveness of your prescribed treatments. While your breakfast choices form the foundation of your morning circulation routine, there are 3 additional elements that, when combined with optimal nutrition, create what I call the complete vitality morning ritual. The first element is proper hydration. Before consuming anything else, even before your first cup of coffee, drink 16 ounces of room temperature water with the juice of half a lemon. This simple practice activates your digestive system and helps thin your blood, which is naturally thickened overnight. Thinner blood flows more freely through your entire circulatory system, including the smaller vessels in your genital region. The second element is strategic movement. After your circulation-optimized breakfast and 30-second breathing exercise, perform 3 minutes of specific movements designed to direct blood flow to your pelvic region. The most effective is a simple pelvic tilt. Stand with your back against a wall, feet shoulder-width apart, and gently tilt your pelvis forward and backward 10 times. Then perform 10 slow, deep knee bends. Finish with 30 seconds of marching in place with high knees. The third element is mental priming. Take 60 seconds to visualize increased blood flow throughout your body, paying particular attention to your pelvic region. This isn't just positive thinking. Research from the Journal of Neurophysiology has shown that mental visualization actually increases blood flow to the specific body parts you focus on. When these 3 elements are combined with your circulation-optimizing breakfast, you create a comprehensive morning routine that addresses all aspects of male vitality: vascular, hormonal, and neurological. Most men who implement this complete ritual report noticeable improvements in sexual confidence and performance within 21 days. What's particularly valuable about this approach is its cumulative effect. Each day you follow this ritual, you're not just supporting your immediate performance, you're actually helping reverse age-related decline in your circulatory and sexual health. If this content has been helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your questions or experiences in the comments below. And now, don't stop here. Click on the next video appearing on your screen and continue learning with me, Dr. Julia Merrick, how to live with more potency, confidence, and pleasure even after 60. I'll see you there.